Welcome to Breaking Tables Bills Talk. I am your host, Tommy. If you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe and hit that thumbs up. Okay, today I want to get into it. I want to talk about a few things. One, fans being let in the stadium. Are you guys excited or what? About freaking time, huh? And do you think Cuomo just did it because obviously the money, right? He's not doing it really for the fans, right? You got to see the big picture here because he would have been already did it, right? So it is what it is. Hey, 6,700, that's not a lot, but Bills Mafia, we go wild. So I expect that 6,700, y'all better be wild and crazy. I don't want to hear no noise, quiet. Nah, you guys, you've been waiting all year. You better be the loudest any stadium has been all year long. So make us proud, that 6,700. I want to see it. I want to hear it. I want to see you guys going freaking wild out there, okay? So that's one. And two, I do got a question for you guys. Are the Buffalo Bills now America's team? What do you guys think about that? We had no love in the beginning of the season, right? Most analysts had us at either second place or third place in the division at the end of the year, which was crazy to me. I should have bet right away on that. If I don't know what Vegas odds were, but most people had either the Patriots winning the division or the Dolphins, which blew my mind because we finished 10-6 last season, and we had the same team coming into the following season. Except one thing, we had Stephon Diggs. So I predicted this team to go 12-4 from the beginning of the season. That was my prediction. I think we're going to go 13-3 now. I mean, to be honest with you, we should be 14-2, right? The Arizona game, that was ridiculous. But it is what it is. We live and learn, right? We won't hopefully make that same mistake again. Now, the analysts had the Dolphins winning the division, which I had the Dolphins going 8-8. So kudos to the Dolphins for, man, I'm shocked. I'm blown away. I can't believe the Dolphins are possibly going to make the playoffs and have a pretty good record, to be honest with you. So kudos to them. I'll give props, to them for what they've done. Great coaches over there, got their players playing at a high level. As far as the Patriots go, come on, man. They had nobody returning. They had Cam Newton coming back from injury, which he hasn't been the same Cam Newton in 4 seasons. So I knew they were not going to win the division. I had them actually in third place. At 6-10. That was my prediction earlier on. It's it's funny how it all worked out. But back to America's team, the Buffalo Bills. Right now, to be honest with you, everybody except for a few people let's see here, Nick Wright, who is just a plain old hater. He's just hated on Allen since day one out of the draft, and he will continue to hate because he wants to be so right that Allen is this god-awful quarterback, and he's just looking mad stupid at this point. Then you got Foxworth, who's just blabbing at the mouth, talking total nonsense. And he's just a plain old hater. He never will be a Buffalo or Allen fan. That response back that he did to Poyer about Allen's his number one quarterback now, favorite quarterback, that right there to me is bullshit, okay? That was a smart-ass response by him, and I hope Poyer never responded back. And then you got, Teddy Bruschi, who, of course, is going to hate. He's a Patriot, ex-Patriot. And he's bitter because the Patriots are back on the bottom now. And they probably will remain on the bottom for a while. I don't think Belichick is a good at drafting. I just think he's good at developing players, meaning getting the best out of a player that wasn't, people didn't see being good. So I think that's where he's really good at. And the fact that he had Tom Brady for all those years, I think their time is done for a little while. So I think Buffalo and the Dolphins are going to really rule this division for years to come. Except for those haters, the Nick Wright, the Foxworth, the Teddies in the world. Everybody else is jumping on this bandwagon, don't you guys think? It's kind of funny to me. They all in the beginning of the season had us 8-8 or 6-10. The Patriots are the best. The Dolphins are going to rule this division. And now, towards the end of the season, when we're just showing the world that we are one of the best teams in the league, now they're all like, man, Buffalo, Josh Allen, he's the man. We see great potential in him. He's going to do great things, and he's this, he's that. And, well, it's well-deserved, right? We've been waiting for this from the national media forever. But I'm really curious about, what you guys think. Do you guys like all this attention that the Buffalo Bills are getting from the national media? Or do you kind of like us still being that underdog, don't talk about us, quiet team coming out of nowhere? Me personally, I like it. I do like the national media talking about us. It's been years and years and years for me. The only kind of content I would get is YouTube or Buffalo, BuffaloBills.com, whatever, to get my Buffalo news, because ESPN, NFL Network, Fox, they weren't talking anything Buffalo, which it is what it is. It was kind of well-deserved for a while. We were in the bottom. But now they all seem to love us. So are we America's team now? Are we that underdog story, the 25-year drought of the AFC East champions, the team that didn't make the playoffs forever until last year? Are we now becoming that team people are rooting for? The analysts want to see, all these network guys want to see us, in primetime games. They loving Josh Allen. He's the most exciting player out there right now on the field. So have we turned the tables here? Are we now America's team? The red, white, and blue? I don't know. I'm thinking we are. I'm thinking, because you know what? I'll tell you this. Everywhere I go, okay, I always represent, as you can see, I wear my Buffalo Bills hoodie. I always wear my Bills hat. So I represent no matter where I go. And people, I always get a comment sometime during the day when I'm out going, you guys are looking really good. Or, man, I think you guys are going to win it all. Or, good for you guys. So, really cool. That's awesome. So, what does that tell you? And I'm here in Detroit, okay, by the way. So, these are Lion fans coming at me saying, man, you guys are looking really good. Allen's a dog. Allen's a beast. And I'm like, yeah, I knew it. Hey, I saw it. I saw the writing on the wall when we drafted him. I saw the potential in this kid. And I'll tell you what, with Josh Allen, okay, what a lot of people don't understand. You can't teach heart, can't teach desire. This guy's heart for this team and this city is unbelievable, right? You got to give him that. That can't be taught, right? So those two things, heart, desire, just the desire to win, desire just to make the team happy, you can't teach that, right? You either got it or you don't. So with those two things, I knew this guy was going to bust his ass in the offseason and improve for this team, because he didn't want to be that guy that's just going out there and, hey, it is what it is. I got a big arm, but, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't Allen. Allen was, hey, I'm going to bust my ass in the offseason. I'm going to work out with Diggs. I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to stick with Jordan Palmer. I'm going to work out. I'm going to improve, correct the things that I'm doing wrong with the mechanics. And which he did, clearly he did, right? So it's looking really, really, really good, and sky's the limit for Josh Allen. So I am super duper duper excited, because really, you guys, he's really only been in the league, 2.5 seasons now. The first season, I don't even count, because he didn't have anybody. The whole offensive line is totally switched around now. Totally different offensive line. He had no wide receivers. Zay Jones was the only guy that I think is in the league still. And I don't even know if he plays it down. And, really, we only had a defense that was just kind of starting to get together and starting to, bond, form this really good defense. So, moving forward, now we're here 2 years later, 2.5 seasons into it, and look at it. Look what's happened, right? So, we went out, got an offensive line, got John Brown, got Cole Beasley, then we traded for Diggs. It's just going up and up, folks, okay? This defense now, okay, that we were all, including myself, was dogging on early in the beginning of the season, has now come together as one and are finally playing that defense that we were used to the last 3 seasons, right? So I'm super excited heading into the playoffs. This team is coming together at the perfect time, folks. Right before the playoffs. They always say, what, December, January is you better play your best football? We're doing it, okay? And hey, I'll be honest with you guys too. Back in October, and normally I don't do bets, but I did a bet the Bills were going to win the Super Bowl. Bet at $20 for $500. I think I'm going to win 500. So, hey, I appreciate you guys watching once again. And what do you guys think about America's team? Do you think Buffalo Bills now are America's team? I think so. Anyways, thanks for watching Bills Mafia. I appreciate you guys. Peace out!